Hey friends, Steve Guttenberg here. This is the Audiophiliac Daily Show. And today, the question is, who are you? Who are you? This is a poll. I want to hear from you guys in the comments section about who are you exactly. Now the thing is, I've never done this before. This channel is 2.5 years old or so, more than 2.5 years. And I've never asked you to stand up and proclaim your audiophiliac, proclaim your audiophile bona fides. Who are you exactly? So we're going to look, and this is a communal thing because I'm going to see the comments as everybody else does. So we're going to see conversations hopefully develop among you as to who you are, right? So we're going to start with stuff like, are you a 2-channel audiophile? Are you a home theater person? Do you don't have speakers and you just listen on headphones? Is it a desktop system? And obviously for all these questions I'm going to ask throughout this, you can choose more than one. Now I will list them in the description box, so you don't have to remember everything. And you can choose whatever answers you want to respond to, obviously, because it's going to be sort of a long list here. So it's a cross-section of the audiophile lifestyle, to use that word, which I generally don't like. But that's what it is. It is sort of it's not really a hobby. What is being an audiophile? It's a passion. Let's go with passion. Your passion for audio, I assume, is why you're here, why you're watching these videos that I make, right? So we started off with, are you a 2-channel person, home theater, headphone, desktop, car audio, whatever. Let's talk about that in the comments section. What kind of speakers do you have? We'll go with the flow that most people are going to have speaker-based systems. What kind of speakers do you have? Bookshelf speakers, floor-standing speakers, electrostatic speakers, omnidirectional speakers, panel speakers like Magnepans or other electrostatics? We need to know. This is a fundamental question. And for amplification, are you a solid-state person or a tube person? Again, you could have both, because I know already that a lot of you have more than one system, or you have lots of gear and you listen to it in different combinations. So a lot of these things, you'll be all over it, right? Then we get to the ever popular analog digital question. Do you play records primarily, or are you streaming primarily, or do you have downloads? Where do you fall? Now, this may be a percentage, like you listen half the time to vinyl and half the time to streaming or whatever. Let's talk about that. And are you into physical media, like LPs, CDs, tapes, etc.? Is that a big part of who you are as an audiophile? Your record collection is kind of like what books were in to previous generations. It says something about who you are, what you've bought over the years. So if you have a physical media collection, LPs, CDs, tapes, or other physical media, Edison cylinders, I don't know, you guys are a very diverse group. Let's hear about that. And again, the percentage of how you listen, analog only, digital only, a little bit of both, you know, how does it fall? How does it split? I have another question. Does your collection, as it stands right now, have you invested more money into the music, the LP, CDs, tapes, etc., than you have in the equipment? Now, some people might not see that, but if you have, let's say, 1,000 LPs, and you averaged, I'm picking just a number out of the air that's easy, $10 per record, and you have 1,000, so that would be $10,000, right? So it adds up. It may not, because you do a little bit at a time, but if you have 1,000 LPs and you average $10 a pop, some of them were $2 records, some of them were $20 records, let's just call it 10, right? It turns into real money, lots of money. So a guy with a $10,000 music collection, did he spend $10,000 on his gear in his current system, not in his lifetime, just let's say in his current system or her current system? Let's hear about that. Because it's all about the music, I keep hearing, right? The other thing is, where are you? Who are you and where are you? Where are you in the United States? Are you living somewhere in the wide world, that would be really interesting. I know already that I'm big in Lithuania, and in Ireland, and in Norway, and Denmark, Germany, UK, Australia, definitely. But seriously, where are you? That would be very, very... But seriously, where are you? And also, how old are you? I don't really have a fix on the average age of my viewers. I know that they're not mostly young, that's for sure. And I don't think they're mostly old, and let's just call 60 plus old. I don't think they're mostly old. I think they're sort of in the middle, but it would be nice to see some sort of representation in the comments of how old you guys are. Are you male or female, or the other? You could tell us that as well. If you're in a relationship, this is big. Generally, how does your spouse, how does your significant other feel generally about your hobby? And now that we've gotten this far, here is the toughest question of all. Do you identify as an audiophile? If I came up to you and said, hey John, are you an audiophile? Would you say yes? Or would you say, no, I like music? Now, I've heard a lot of that over the years, so either is certainly acceptable, that's for sure. But I want to know if you see yourself as an audiophile, a person who, by Steve's definition of being an audiophile, means that you can listen to music at times, not all the time, but you can listen to music without multitasking. In my book, anybody who can listen to music at times on anything, earbuds, whatever, it's not the gear that makes you an audiophile. It's the listening and how you listen and how much you care about the sound of your music. That's, to me, what makes someone an audiophile. But it's primarily about listening. So, do you identify as an audiophile? I can't help myself. I got to point it out. If you walked up to a person who owned a Ferrari and you said to them, hey, that's a cool car, I guess you're really into car, they're not going to say, oh, no, it's just transportation. No, they'd say, yeah, it's a killer car, right? It's amazing. It's right. So audiophiles, for some reason, find it hard to proclaim that they're audiophiles, But maybe my audience is different. Maybe you're all here because you understand that you are audiophiles, and you will say, yeah, I'm an audiophile. I don't know. This question could go either way. We could see some sort of averaging of half the people say yes, half the people say no. It could be a majority in either direction. I'm curious to see how it'll all work out, because I expect over a period of a few days we'll have at least 200 or 300 comments. And like I said, I will list all these questions in the description box, and you can answer whichever ones you want, or all of them. That would be terrific. And that's it. That's all I got for today. My name is Steve Guttenberg. This is the Audiophiliac Daily Show. Thank you so much for being here. If you dig it, please subscribe. Oh, by the way, when you subscribe, you got to hit that little notification bell. It's an icon of a bell. If you don't hit that bell, you won't. You will not be notified every time there's an amazing new Audiophiliac episode. So please do. You can check out my Patreon at patreon.com/audiophiliac. If you can't write that down fast enough, I got you covered. There's a link below in the description box. You can follow me on Twitter at audiophiliacman, on Instagram at steve.guttenberg. Check out the playlist for music reviews and speaker reviews and headphone reviews and interviews with Nelson Pass and Andrew Jones, and just a whole bonanza of amazing interviews for your viewing pleasure. That's it. That's all I got for today. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back here again very, very soon. Bye-bye.